Welcome back to Mark's Workshop, episode 10 of my 12s for 2K challenge. Sorry I haven't been on lately, just work, the rain, everything that's been going on, things like that, just haven't really had any time to do anything. So currently we've got the manifold mounted, the turbos are mounted and things like that. So, but one thing I was start on this first. So this is actually the original tail shaft out of the car. Now, things that we've got to do, obviously, which don't come, they come under a safety reason. So we've got two new unis, we've got a center bearing, things like that. So I will go through, put the center bearing in, new unis front and back. But the main thing that comes under safety, as I said, so it's not really a monetary thing. But my biggest issue was we had to extend the yoke, by 45 mil. Now, I found this in the US, eBay, take out delivery costs, obviously from the US, so it was a little bit more, but this actual uni, we have all the receipts, as I said, we'll do a correlation of all receipts when it's finished, but this was $75, no delivery, so that's where we're going to pick up the extra length that we need from here to here. I've got to trim it all yet. I haven't done nothing with it, but so that is one thing that's going to happen. Slowly getting there, you know, just little things that we've got to do along the way. As I said, we've got to rebuild the tail shaft. That was the cheapest option. I got a quote, and it's fair call because it's a business, but it was $850 to extend the shaft by 45 mil, something I just couldn't justify, you know. So we got to put that in the bill. If it went straight in, it would have been a bonus, but it didn't. So after, actually it was Dane from Corn-Fed Boost, he was like, no, see if we can get a longer yoke. And I found that it's a speedway, out of a speedway car, for the long travel suspension that they use. That's why they make them so long. So that's what we're going with. That's the easiest option to do. So next thing is, yeah, manifolds are done, turbos mounted. I do have two turbos to choose from. I'm using the little T04Z, as I said originally. I do have a GT42, which will go on it at some stage, but I just want to get to where I want it to be within the budget. And to be honest, the actual GT42 I bought through one of the customers that comes down to our complex. It's brand new for $200. It's a Chinese knockoff, but I wasn't going to leave it there for $200. But I already had this original T04Z, so that's what we're going to do first. So, all right, so we'll get on to the next part, and you'll go from there. So ignition-wise, I'm still using. I've got more of them sitting around, but I've still got the factory ignition systems. Like this is an old small cap. You've got to find the rest of the parts, but they're here somewhere. So what we'll do is, both these distributors both have modules in them. The factory module, they'll be coming out. We won't be using them. And I actually have, this is actually a 5-pin module from an 80 to 81, it turns out, Oldsmobile in the US. Now, apart from the pins still being a 4-pin, obviously they're a Bosch module, that's a GM module. So the plan is to get it going. We just, I can use that to get it going, but what this one does, so we still got the actual distributor wires on the connections that go to the distributor to the coil. But this little pin right here, that's a ground wire. So we've got also the earth, it's got to be earthed out too. I'm going to make up just a little alloy heat sink of some kind to mount it to, but what we're going to do is we're going to, depending on how much boost we need, I'm going to use a like a hob switch, and this one here is adjustable from 8 to 13 pounds apparently. So we'll obviously have it set at probably 8 pounds at the lowest it'll go, and it will actually. So these two wires, obviously one will go to ground, one will go to this this extra 5th pin, and what will happen is when it comes under boost and it grounds the hob switch out, this will pull 5 degrees timing out of the motor. So a standard 4-pin, you can't pull timing. After, you know, obviously a lot of research and stuff that I've done over years and years, I found these, and I bought them out of the US, and they owed like $25 each. But yeah, so this, if you literally ground this wire to the chassis while it's running, it will pull 5 degrees of timing out. Apparently that's what they claim. So that's what we're going to next. The motor itself, like the cars, go through my stuff. So obviously we know the motor's in. The main stuff I've really got to work on now is pulleys and things like that. Obviously a bit dark here at the moment, but obviously the wastegate's on, things like that. So now I'm going to start working on getting all the pulleys and the brackets all set up, bottom pulley, water pump pulley, alternator. I have an EL twin thermofan set up here somewhere. I'm going to adapt that into it. We're going to start all the water next. We're going to get everything run first, then we'll start going for the rest of it. So that's the main thing, is to get all this front section done, completed, and put a distributor in it once I sort out the distributor, just to get it started. And you know, we've obviously got the V-band on here, and we're going to somehow run the exhaust down. It's too dark to see, but I'm going to run the exhaust down the side there. So yeah, slowly getting onto it. As I said, work, rain, everything that's been going on with this big storm that we've had, it's slowed myself right up. But now I'm keen to get full steam back into it and get it running and go from there. As I said, episode 10, which is, you know, quite good. Thanks to the people that have helped me and pushed me along the way. You know, we've got Russ Weaver from Weaver's Auto, Grant Pollard, good friend. He's helped me with the exhaust. Dane from Corn-Fed Boost has helped. Ward, Butler, all the boys, whoever comes down. I've probably missed out a heap, but they're the ones that are pushing me really to get this thing done. So yeah, on to the next thing. So hopefully next video I'll have all the tail shaft done in and all the pulleys done. So yeah, thanks for hanging on, and like, subscribe, as they say, and we'll just go from there and get back into it, and hopefully it's done very soon. All right, thanks for watching. All the pipe work from underneath. So some comes back up from the power steering, comes up flex joint up into a factory clamp. So let's get in there slowly. Up to the wastegate. Thanks to Dane, Corn-Fed Boost, helping. Russ from Weaver's Autos, Grant, anybody else, but slowly getting there. So this is looking from the top side. So about the shadows, just dark, just steam pipe. So factory pipe from the left, passenger side around, up under the back flex joint, and steam pipe back onto the factory manifold, just with a V-band. This is the turbo. I'm going to run it first. My mates are on to me about putting the the GT42 I've got on it, but so we've mounted the mounted the wastegate today. So it's like a 45mm cheapie, whatever it is, whatever nut brand, eBay. Put a V-band clamp on the back, but this is turbos to do what we got to do. Then that'll go on the GT45. And Dave's trying to convince me to go even bigger. So, what is that? I don't even know what it is. What is it?
G45.
G45. 42, sorry. It's kind of the same as that. Same, but bigger, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Billet wheel, shitty cast one. Alright, back on the next part.